Alright, next up today, what we're going to do is we have beautiful flank steak right here, and we're going to serve that on top of a warm vegetable salad. Alright, and then we're going to have a little bit of a charred tomato relish that's going to go right on top of the flank steak with a little bit of chimichurri right here. And I'll explain everything as we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this flank steak going, because this is probably going to take a little while. So, all I'm doing here is I have a infused oil with wonderful herbs. I infused it with a little bit of thyme, parsley, rosemary, and a touch of tarragon. So, very simple. So all we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this oil right here, kind of rub this down a tiny bit, get this nice and in there so our seasoning sticks to it. Alright, and all I have is a nice little kosher salt and black pepper. So it's going to go there. Right. And we're ready to start our grill. We're ready to go on the grill here. I have a little bit of corn that I'm roasting that's going to go with our charred tomato relish. So I got that going because corn takes a little while to cook. So I'm going to put this flank steak right on there. Get those coals jumping at me. And you can cook this to any temperature. I'm going to cook it to about a medium. That's about where I like my steak. So I got a little bit of this infused oil that I'm going to put back on top of this steak right here. And I'm going to do a little bit more salt and pepper on there. Right. A little kosher salt. Flash of cracked pepper. I'm going to let that eat for a little bit. And while that's going, I'm going to come back over here. I have all the ingredients right here for our warm vegetable salad. Alright, I have a little bit of zucchini, a little bit of summer squash, a little bit of beautiful tomato, onion, asparagus, and I have some cherry tomatoes to go for our relish. And these special things right here are ramps. And I'm going to be charring these ramps just a tiny bit. I'm going to toss them in a little bit of oil and salt and pepper and char them off a little bit and cut them really fine. Ramps are a really interesting vegetable. These vegetables right here have a strong garlic and onion flavor. It's like a mix between the two. If you don't have ramps or can't get ramps, scallions are perfect. You know, I love doing scallions in the same way. All right, and we're moving right into our warm vegetable salad. We're going to cut everything planked, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I like to cut everything into rounds so that way it can sit on the grates without falling through. So we're going to cut a nice little bit here off of our potato. So nice and little rounds, just like this. And you don't need too much. This is just for one person. So I'm going to move that to the side here. And then we're going to go right into our summer squash. And we're going to cut it the exact same way. Pretty simple. Cut it down. And I'm going to throw all this is going into the same salad. Alright, we got our zucchini right here. Alright. Going right into our tomatoes. You could use any tomato you like for this. And cut nice rings into this too. And we're all going to toss these all together. They're all going to cook a little bit differently, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. We have our onion right here. I'm going to char this up a little bit. All right. I'm going to cut this into rings, and then take the outer layers right off of it. This adds a nice flavor to your warm vegetable salad. All right. We also have asparagus here. The asparagus is in a wonderful season right now. We're going to take these, cut the ends right off of there. Now, don't throw nothing away. You could use all these things here for another thing, whatever it is that you want to do. So I'm going to take these off of here. Alright, just take the out layers of your onion off of there. So it gets nice rings. It's easier to grill that way. Alright. There's some nice old onions here. Okay. Now we're going to turn around here. I'm just going to check out our steaks. Make sure our steaks are ready to go. Maybe they're ready to flip. All I'm going to do is do little hash marks on them. I'm going to flip them like this. As the color starts to come up, they're starting to cook. So that's good. Alright, take a good look at our corn. This is roasted in its husk. And now we're roasting it just on the outside to give it that nice char flavor into our relish. Alright, as that's cooking, we got to get our vegetables ready here. Now our vegetables. I'm going to take everything that's simply cut and it's not going to fall apart, and I'm going to throw it in the same thing here because it's all going in the same place. It's just going to cook a little bit different. I'm going to throw it all in here, just like that. I'm going to take a little bit more of our oil, put that right on there. It's easy peasy. Alright, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Then we got ourselves a dish moving here. I'm putting these on the grill just like this. It's going to be real easy. The longest thing that's going to take is going to be the potatoes. Now, potatoes are going to take a little while. They're a little starchier. They're going to take time to cook through. The tomatoes and your vegetables, they'll cook in about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's go check this out right here. See what we got going on our grill. I'm going to put these right around our steak. These are going to take the longest. That's got them going right around our nice coals and nice and hot. And up top, I'm going to put our vegetables because those will cook fast. Alright. They're seasoned nice. Got your wonderful tomatoes. Looking good. Put our zucchini up here with it. And we want to get this thing shut so we keep all that wonderful heat right in there. Alright. And now our onions, I'm doing our onions separate because they'll fall apart. But I'm going to toss them in just a little bit of the remnants of what was left from our other stuff. Alright. We've got a little bit of onion on our hand there. Alright. And the asparagus I'm going to put on last because the asparagus is going to cook really fast. So we have our beautiful onions that are going to go on here. Right onto our grill. I'll put them right down here. I want to get a nice char flavor going with these onions. That char flavor helps bring out some of the sweetness of the onions. So that's why we're doing that. Alright, and while all that's cooking, we're going to take a look at our ramps here. The ramps and the asparagus are going to take pretty much the same amount of time to cook. So we'll take a few ramps, and they're very flavorful, so you want to make sure you use them sparingly. Okay, so I'm going to just take these with a little bit of the asparagus and just toss them in a tiny bit of oil. I want to get a nice color on them, but not too much, just a tiny little bit of salt and pepper. Alright, toss these things all together. Alright, and we're going to save these, and those are going to go on last because they're going to cook the fastest. Okay, so while those are cooking, I'm going to char our cherry tomatoes. Now, charring cherry tomatoes is a little difficult for our grates while doing it on the grill. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of these cherry tomatoes right here. Alright, and I'm not going to do anything to them. I'm going to let them speak for themselves, and I'm going to season them afterwards. And what I made here was a little tin foil kind of bin here just to put these cherry tomatoes in so they can get a nice char, okay, but not fall through the grates. Because as they cook, they'll get mushy and they'll fall right through and they'll be in the coals. So we're going to take these cherry tomatoes and put them right on the grill. And we'll put them right to the side, just like that. So now we got everything cooking here. Everything's rolling nice. I'm going to let that eat for a little while. And so what we've got is our asparagus and our ramps is going on the grill. I've already flipped our steak here. I got our potatoes flipped. I got all of our vegetables rolling here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our stuff right here. Get a nice little char on it. And it's not going to take very long for those to cook. So all we're waiting on is our steak to come to temperature. And our potatoes, our vegetables are cooking nicely. And as soon as those are done, we're going to be rolling right into plating up this good food for 4th of July. Alright, checking out our grill here. Our vegetables looking good. We got our flank steak. It's looking at good mid-rare right now. Rest up to a medium. Alright. I'm going to take these things off and we're going to let them rest to about 3 or 4 minutes. Put those right off to the side. And as those are sitting right there, we're going to pull our beautiful vegetables off here. Boom. Our potatoes, nice color to them. Alright. We got our beautiful ramps and asparagus. Our charred onions, which we'll be using here in a minute. Alright. Tomatoes. Just nice little color to the tomatoes, not too much. add right to our vegetable salad. Corn, it's got a nice little color to it. Oh, you don't want to lose that. It'll fall to the coals. There goes one. That's okay. Alright, and now with this vegetable salad, what we're going to do is we're going to take all these vegetables. Alright, I have also pulled off, I know earlier we talked about the tomatoes. The tomatoes are already cooked nicely, and this is just about where I want them. So I pulled those off just a little bit earlier. And so what I have here is I have our salad that we're going to put together. Alright, we got our beautiful ramps, nice asparagus. We're going to take our ramps. Now the ramps provide a very potent flavor to it. So we're just going to take them and thin slice them just like this. And you could use scallions, like I said. Scallions will be a replacement for ramps if you cannot find them. And we're just going to add just a little bit to the dish so it's not too potent. And then we have our beautiful summer squash. It's cutting up here. Alright, I'm going to throw that right in there. Got our nice asparagus. It's been cut. I'm just going to cut it on the bias. It has a nice salad to it. Is it hot out here or what? Are you hot? Because I know I'm hot. It's that beautiful summer grilling. Alright, I'm going to take all these beautiful things. We're going to throw them all in together. Got a little bit all over there. It's alright. Throw it right in there. Alright. We've got a nice little bit of zucchini and our beautiful potatoes. The potatoes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice them just like this. Just a little bit. I like to keep them either round. You can do it however you want to. I'm just going to slice them just a tiny bit and throw them right into the salad. Alright. And we got our squash, our zucchini going in there. Alright. And we're just going to take the salad, just going to toss it together. All its flavors should be good. You know, you want to give it just a tiny bit of taste. If you need a little salt and pepper in there, you know, you can add it to it. Alright. That's delicious. I think we'll keep it right where it is. Alright. Now, our steaks have been resting. And the reason why you want them to rest is because all those beautiful juices that are running right now, you don't want those to come out all over your food. And so that's why we're going to rest this. And just let it sit right there. Alright. And while that's resting, we're going to make our tomato corn relish. Just a nice little bit of corn. Just like that. This is our beautiful roasted corn. Alright, I'm going to take some of our charred onions. Okay. And chop those up nice. Alright. I'm going to take some of our tomatoes, and now I'm not even going to mess with these things. We're just going to take them just as it is. I'm going to toss them in this bowl. Alright. Just leave that right over to the side. So when we get ready to plate, we'll be good to go. Alright. That's it. That's your grilled flank steak, a little chimichurri sauce, warm vegetable salad, and a tomato relish right on top.